the announcer as well. There you go. Welcome to STSPN Sports broadcast of spring sports for the Snohomish area. Today we're going to be broadcasting the Snohomish High School baseball game against Lake Stevens. Snohomish and Lake Stevens are leading the North Varsity 4A division. Snohomish with a 11-1 league record and 12-3 overall. Against Lake Stevens with 7-3 record and an 8-6 overall. This game is rescheduled from last Friday, where if you were around the area last Friday, you probably realized we had a pretty good rainstorm come through here. And when you look at what's going on today, we got a pretty good sunstorm coming through here. So this is baseball weather for sure in the Northwest. Sunshine, dry field, and brown dirt instead of muddy dirt. We'll be about to start the game here in a minute. Behind the plate today as the umpire Scott Rich, and calling the field will be Mark Kilpatrick. Both a couple of experienced umpires in this world of baseball. Right now, if you can see whatever you can see on the screen, we're getting a little interview between the coaches and the umpires, probably going over the rules, probably going to decide what to do in case of, and all those various things. Snohomish coming off a very, very successful season in baseball this year. Won some very nice games. Put up as many as 15 points early in the season against Glacier Peak, and as few as 0 points against Jackson, and that game was a tie. It was a really first game of the season, probably a practice game between Jackson, another 4A team in this league. So they didn't, nobody scored in that game. Probably was a rainy game at that time of year. That was back in March. Snohomish head baseball coach Kim Hammonds doesn't quite know what to expect out here today. This is the first day they played when it wasn't snowing or sleeting or raining or blowing. So he's just hoping that the kids show up to play baseball in the kind of weather that it's supposed to be. And I got the same kind of response from the coach over at Lake Stevens. He said that he's got different guys showing up on different days. He doesn't know. He has to change their name because he doesn't know who they are some days. That's Roger Anderson telling me that over there. So. Don't know if the carryover from the PA announcer is getting to you or not, but she is announcing the players in the field as to where they are. We have Brian Demchowski pitching for Snohomish today. And behind the plate, Michael McCauley. So we'll pick up the rest of the players as we move along here. So number, oh, it's Ben Johnston behind the plate. My mistake. He's catching today. Looks like Snohomish is getting ready to go here. Up to the plate is number 3, Justin Brown for the Vikings. They get ready to start this game here today. First pitch. Foul down the left field line. Successfully caught by the left fielder.
And now batting center fielder number 13, Gavin O'Neill.
Out number 1.
So what do you think, Ron? We're up a little bit higher than we were last week.
Yeah, we're quite a bit higher. We're off the field, up here in the air behind the big screen, and the sun's shining in our face, and a nice warm box to sit in up here.
Well, you can certainly see the field well.
Yeah, yeah, nice. If we didn't have that big screen in our face.
So this is our.
There's another fly ball out to center field, drops in for a base hit.
So this is our first broadcast here at the Snohomish field.
Yeah, this is our inaugural broadcast of Snohomish baseball here today, and looks like we're off to a good start here. Blake Stevens is 1 out, 1 on, first base, with Corey Bullens at the plate here. They don't have a scoreboard for the fans. I guess you can see it through the fence a little bit over there. It's kind of hard to see. You probably can't see it on your camera.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's kind of blinding in the sun. So, have to pick up the count from the umpire here. If he puts his hands up in the air and calls that one a strike.
So I guess this would be. It's not quite like football. If you get the if you have the early toss, you get to choose whether the sun's in your eyes or not. Here you just go back and forth.
And you get back as a hit and run play on there. Ball back to the pitcher. So with the hit and run on, no chance to make a play at second base there, but a nice fielding job by the pitcher to get him out at first base. So ground out. Number 5, Brandon Keller, sips in here. Vikings have a runner on second base here with 2 outs. Game's moving along at a pretty good pace here. Oh, a little wide and outside. Brandon looks like one of the smaller players on the team here for the Vikings. Blake Stevens. All right, ready to go here again. We have 2 and 1, I think I'm reading off of the umpire down there. Ball in the dirt, nicely stopped by the catcher there. Ben Johnston. Runner did not advance to third. It was a wise decision on his part, I'm sure. I'm not sure what happened, but the runner was walked. I think that's probably a automatic walk. I'm not sure what they do with the rules in this game, but if they want to walk him, I think they can just send him without throwing the ball. So puts man on first and second. Probably a good decision to make by the coaching, so they can make the force out at second if they need to, or third for that third out off of this play. Runners on first and second. The ball hit high in the air, infield fly. It'll be caught by the third baseman easily to get him out. So
it took me a second there. I was looking at the scoreboard over there. I was trying to figure out the balls, and I just all of a sudden it dawned on me, oh, you count the lights.
Oh, they're counting lights over there. You can see that better than I can through the screen in the window and the glare. I can't see anything.
I was looking for a number. I'm like, boy, there's a lot of lights out over there. And then when I started counting the lights, I said, oh, there we go. 3 balls, 1 strike. It started making sense again.
Okay. All right. So that was the top of the first inning here as we start our broadcast. And looks like number 10 is the leadoff hitter for Snohomish here today. That'll be Russell Crippen. Right. Taylor Shea's about ready to go on the mound here. Probably one more toss. Get warmed up here.
Looks like he's got a pretty good fastball across the plate there.
Yeah. Be an interesting game of baseball here with two top teams that seem to know what they're doing and why they're out here today. So,
what do you got for a division? 11-1 and 7-3. What would you say that Lake Stevens was?
Lake Stevens is 7-3 league and 8-6 overall, and Snohomish 11-1 league and 12-3 overall. So.
The Snohomish Panthers, number 10, playing third base, Russell Crippen.
So here we go. Russell Crippen up for the Snohomish Panthers here. Here's a little high and inside for ball one. Dusting back off the plate a little bit there, giving him a little healthy respect for the pitcher here.
Crippen's kind of a do-it-all guy.
Yeah. The ball down the middle, ground to short, easy pickup short, nicely played, nicely picked up out of the dirt by the first baseman for the first out.
And now batting right fielder, number 1, Mitchell McCulley.
Mitchell McCulley now up to bat. Mitchell's playing right field today. Mitchell's a left-handed batter, you can see. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. A little high and outside for that one. Took the catcher off the plate. Foul tip off there. It'd be 1-2 to Mitchell here, I think. Boy, that sun is hot bearing in here. Another swing and a miss.
Yeah, it was better than last week when you were complaining about how cold it was.
Yeah.
You had the heater on right underneath you.
Yeah, it's amazing. You go from one day to the next day, you got the heater on. Now we got the world heater on, and it's bearing down the windows on us. So there's a nice pitch almost in there for a called ball. We're looking at, I think, 3-2. Hard to see the fingers through the cages here. So there's a hit foul down the left line. Still hanging in there. So Mitchell McCulley's still working his turn at the plate here, getting a lot of pitches out of Lake Stevens. A called strike down the middle.
Coming to the plate, second baseman, number 4, Andrew Idelia.
Now batting for Snohomish is Andrew Idelia. Takes first pitch, called strike.
Oh, yeah, feel free.
And just calls timeout here.
Yeah.
All right, back to action. The windup. Ground ball slowly rolling to the shortstop, picks it up, and another nice throw over to first base for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Snohomish Panthers. Bottom of that first inning. So we go to the top of the second inning here. Looks like, see the number on that. I think it's Cody Vigori on deck for the Panthers here. If I can see this right. We'll see as soon as he gets up.
No, that's Lake Stevens.
No, for the Lake Stevens, yeah. Lake Stevens, not the Panthers. And the visibility is not that great from up here for catching numbers. There's a lot of posts and glare and stuff. It'd be nice if we were like 30 feet higher.
Yeah. Then we were looking straight down.
Yeah, then we could see sitting up there in the press box up in the nosebleed section. Yeah, it looks like number 34. That's Cody.
And starting atop the second for the Vikings, designated hitter number 34, Cody Vigorin.
All right, Cody steps up to the plate here. Going to adjust those gloves a little bit to see if he can get things ready to roll. First pitch, foul tip back into the screen. That's why we got a screen there, so we don't get hurt.
We call it the camera adjuster.
The camera adjuster, yeah. Where is our camera? Is it on? It's not on the screen though. This today, right?
No, it's way back here with us. I don't have enough.
Oh.
Couldn't get it down all the way down there on the fence today.
Okay. Ball 2, low and outside. 1-1 to count here for Cody. A little bit high. Looks like 3-1 for Cody. Probably be on a taking this pitch, but you never know about these kids. Whether he
Outside.
outside. Oh, that wasn't 3-1. Boy, like it's really hard to tell. So now it's probably 3-1. There's a swing. Fly ball out to the center fielder. Looks like it dropped in front of him for a hit. I can't judge where they're going to drop. They look like they're going to fly out there, and then they drop slow. So Cody gets a hit.
Got to get an adjustment on those glasses.
Yeah, well, it's the glasses and the eyes. I need some new eyes. All right, this is Cody DeFont. Bat for the Vikes. That looked like a pretty good pitch. I didn't see any signal from the...
That looked like it was pretty good to me. It looked like there was a little bit of heat on that.
Yeah, probably a little bit high. Matt's not a tall kid down there. There's one down low, and he walked him in 4 straight pitches. And
Pitcher number 14, Taylor Shea.
Over here. His dad's watching him down there in the purple shirt.
yeah. Now batting for the Vikings is the pitcher, Taylor Shea. There was a pitch strike. Blake Stevens has a runner on first base. There's a bunt back to the pitcher. Advance the runner to second. Easy play at first for the first out for Taylor Shea.
And now batting the left fielder, number 21, James Sadowski.
What a great day for baseball, huh?
Yeah, great day for baseball. I keep my scorecard here right if I can tell who the players are. I just figured out where I was. So here we go with JD at the plate. Takes a called strike right down the middle. JD number 7 playing left, and number 21 playing left field for the Vikings today. A little bit low and outside, should be sitting here at 1-1. There's a lot of fans showing up for this Snohomish game here today. If I had to count, I'd have to use more than 2 hands. Probably 50 people here. Foul tip.
In the old Kingdom seats, as I've heard.
Is that right? These are from the Kingdom? And somebody painted them red for Snohomish, huh? Well, nice to put some good things to use instead of throwing them away these days. There's a hard hit ball. And it looks like it's caught out in the outfield by the center fielder for out number 3. So fly out to end the top of the second inning here.
I like the visitor section there.
The visitor section?
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
that reminds me when we're covering it, like over at Mariner or up at Mount Vernon. You know, they got the this is where we sit, and you guys are over there.
Yeah, they're over there. Yeah. Well, they got some dirty benches over there, near the dugout of the visiting team. But I'm sure they're welcome to go over here and sit in the red seats with the Snohomish baseball fans. So, yeah, there's a nice number of people here. Probably, I'd say 50, 60, 70 people here probably. If I was going to count them up, what I can see. So that's a nice turnout for a high school baseball game. Probably almost as much as the Mariners get these days, is the way they're playing.
Okay, it's not from the Kingdom. It's from Safeco Field.
Oh, it's from Safeco? The old seats from Safeco? When they tore Safeco down and built the clink?
It's a rumor. I didn't know they were replacing seats at Safeco already.
Well, that was when they went from the Quest to the Clink, I think.
Oh, from Quest to the Clink?
All right. Up to plate, number 16. Tanner Arrington. Batting in the number 4 position for the Snohomish Panthers today. A slow roller ground to third, nicely picked up and nicely done over to third base for a ground out.
That was a good play on both sides there.
Yep.
Kyle Janae. I just saw his dad here just a few minutes ago, but I think they've got some kind of track thing going on down there. He probably had to. He probably had to go down there and take care of something.
You know Kyle's dad, huh? This is a season where track is happening and soccer is happening and baseball's happening. Girls baseball, boys baseball.
There's girls baseball?
I don't know if it's
happening. Come on now, it's softball.
It's fast pitch baseball. I like to call it baseball. It's a little bit bigger ball.
I think that's because you have a lot of girls in your.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah. Give them credit. It's a game.
Don't even start there.
They play a pretty good game, those girls.
They do. They do.
A swing and a miss by Kyle there.
Did you know that Kyle's auntie is a Washington State Supreme Court judge?
I did not know that. The ground ball went rolling past the pitcher, and shortstop was not able to get there fast enough to get that. So Kyle ends up with a nice little scrub base hit over to first base.
Good for him.
Okay. Hawken Landy. That's a nice name. Hawken, I never heard that name before. That's a great name. Hawken Landy.
I think Kyle Janae's kind of a NASCAR name. Huh? You like that?
Kyle's definitely a NASCAR name. Kyle Busch. Kyle Beer. Now let's see what Mr. Londe can do here today. Man on first to throw to first to get him back. Got his pants dirty over there, diving into first base. But looking good here. One out, one on. Bottom of the second, another throw to first, and didn't decide that time. Decided he's going to stay cleaner. Wasn't that far off. So here we go, looking at the plate again.
Oh yeah, I think I see.
Heckin.
I think I see Ben Johnson's dad over there.
Nice high pitch, taken by Haken well up over his head. I'm sure that I see there's quite a few dads out here because I see several people with cameras, so they like to film this thing. So,
well, if somebody gets a little bit closer, maybe we'll have to use some of their
another
film.
throw to first. That was a close throw. Just barely got in there on that one, but was allowed to be safe.
You know, the hair on the pitcher on this one, that's kind of like, what was the 10-foot tall pitcher we had down there in Seattle for a while?
Oh, Randy.
Randy.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of Randy? That's kind of Randy hair there, isn't it?
Randy Johnson hair, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
You see it blowing in the wind and it went...
Yeah, distract the batters, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. All right. Next pitch up here for Haken. Takes it ball. Boy, that's a good-looking pitch. Must be just a little bit high because we're up pretty high here, and they look like they're coming in. We're not quite at the right angle to see the height. But that was a nice-looking pitch.
So where are we going after the game today? Mongos.
Going back to Mongos.
Mongos.
Nope.
Whoa.
Pop fly
yellow.
ball up over the fence.
I
Out
think
of
that
the
went
park.
over into the stadium.
Went over the top of our head. I didn't hear anything hit on the booth, so that was pretty good. I was at Mongos last night, if you believe that.
No kidding.
Yeah. Had a little caprese appetizer. Nice conversation with Chris there. Just really great stuff. I go there every night if I had the time.
Yeah, no, I like Chris and Shannon down there. That's a pretty good outfit.
Yeah. Got some great blackened salmon down there that just melt in your mouth. Sizzle in your stomach.
Sizzle in your...
Good stuff. All right, there's the runners going. Hit and run on. And it wasn't a hit, it was a foul tip.
Didn't
So,
get any wood on that.
got a little bit, not
Oh,
enough.
they got metal bats again. I forget.
Yeah, metal
I
wood.
want to use wood, though, because then we can squeeze McDaniels in there.
Yeah, well, we can use metal wood.
And
How's
I'm
that?
surprised if no, Brad says his boys are playing down in JV. They're not up in
Not up varsity yet?
varsity yet.
Okay. So they'll be up here pretty soon.
But Brad and Bob, they're both good sponsors.
Another throw to first, dusting him off. He's getting awful dirty over there. Must be a friend of his. He doesn't like him. Getting him dirty.
Well, you know, speaking of getting dirty, this is not a sponsor, but I read this morning that Tide is now sponsoring the NFL uniforms.
Really? There's a fly foul ball running down the right field line, and the right fielder ran out of room over there. But
Hey, wait a minute now. Are you supposed to be able to run out of the park to get that?
anything you can get to. There's no out of,
That's great.
there's no out of bounds in baseball. Except
Yeah.
Anything out of that is out of play.
So the white line is out of play down there.
I was going to say that's great because if they get right foul that direction, they can pretty much get right down onto the hill. And it's even a downhill run.
Yeah. Another throw to first base. He doesn't like him over there on first. He's thinking he's going to run. Aiken looking down to third base to get his signals here. I don't think we're going to do another hit and run right now, but hopefully he's going to hit away here with a big shot. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. It's out number 2 for
And now
Snohomish Panthers.
here's the pitcher, number 6, Ben Demoski.
Ben Demoski.
Yeah, this is the pitcher,
Pronounce it by reading it.
Ben Demoski.
Demoski. What do you think? What do you think Demoski is? That sound Russian or?
It's not Irish.
Not Irish, no, not Irish. Czechoslovakian.
Oh,
How's
come
that?
on, really? You think? Oh, you're just making that up.
I can make up it. You can make up Russian. I can make up Czechoslovakian. So still got a runner on first with 2 outs. He's running. Hit and run was on again. That's a foul ball. Everything goes back to where they came from. Okay, so Ben will get back here and try it again.
Ben, they have 2 Bens on there. They got a Ben Johnson and a...
Yeah. And Demchowski, another throw to first. Oh, he doesn't like him that far off at first base over there. He's throwing more to first than he's throwing to the plate here today. 2 outs, 1 on. Bottom of the second. No score in this ball game yet. There's the pitch into the plate, a little bit high. Well above Ben's shoulders down there. Nice lead off at first base again. He's going to get that pitcher a little nervous. He's going. Another hit and run. That was a pop up going over out of play. And we're back to where we were a minute ago. Runner returns to first base. Ben returns to the plate. Ben's getting a lot of metal wood on that there, Todd, but not getting them out in the right green grass here. So let's see what he can do on this next pitch. Money time, Ben. Let's see, boy. Hit the ball out of there. There's the pitch, and it's a called strike, and he's watching it go. So out number 3. So
I think we've got a moving strike zone there.
Well, that was looked like it might have been a little bit outside, but not too much outside. So first inning, 3 up for the Panthers. Second inning, 4 up for the Panthers. So we've gone through 7 batters for the Panthers here in 2 innings so far as we move into the top of the third. So should be back to the start of the lineup, I think, at this point for Lake Stevens. My scorekeeping is correct. I believe it'll be Justin Brown. Playing shortstop, playing a nice job out there at shortstop for Lake Stevens today. Baseball. So,
who's the quarterback last year for this? Wasn't it Jennings? No. Let's see. Who was it?
starting the top of the third here. And the beautiful sunshine sitting here at Snohomish High School baseball. And no score in this game yet. Trying to find out who's going to take over the top of this 4A division here. Right now, Snohomish leading the Wesco 4A. And who do we have up here? Number 3. It is Justin Brown, I think, right? Should be. Justin takes a nice cut at that.
See, now that's why I don't park over there. Did you see that thing? That thing was just about
over there. Yeah, well, you're parked over here where that last ball went, could hit your truck.
Oh yeah, that's right too. I did see it go up over the top.
Yeah. Justin takes the call.
And see, the first thing is I go to the district and say, hey, I want that fixed, and they say, well, you should be parking in there.
Yeah. There you go. Ooh, that was a little bit inside. Dust Justin off a little bit there. Justin's first trip to the plate in the first inning was a nice fly out for the first out of the game.
Ooh, that one got away from a little bit.
A little widen outside here. I think we're looking at 3-1 according to the umpire down
Can you
there.
count those? Oh, I can count those from here.
Yeah. There's a hard hit ball to the third baseman. Picks it up nicely with a nice throw straight over to first. So ground out to first for the first out.
And now batting for the Vikings, number 13, Gavin O'Neill.
Gavin O'Neill.
You know, if you're
13,
staying
Viking, playing center field today.
If you're staying in town, head over to Fred's.
Fred's.
You know, Rivertown Ale House?
Yeah. What's Fred got over there besides beer and good food?
Good food.
Oh, there's another one went over the backstop toward your truck.
You know, I talked with Chewy just this afternoon, and we're going to be putting a streaming box in there for Friday Night Football.
Oh, that'll be great. Friday Night Football will be here before you know it. This is already close to the end of April.
Snohomish got a new coach this year.
Do you know who it is?
I'd like to be able to say his name, but it sounds like Smiley. But it's not. It's not Smiley.
It's not Smiley. It's not Frowny. So you figure out who it is, huh?
Coming from Utah.
Coming from Utah. Well, let's check with our statisticians here later and see if we can find out who that is.
Well, maybe if Scott's watching,
ball.
he can text that over.
And nicely caught out there for fly ball out number 2.
And now batting number 6, Corey Bullens.
Number 3 batter up for Lake Stevens Vikings here. Top of the 3rd, Corey Bullens. Takes the first pitch low and inside. Yeah.
Well, the wife chimed in, said the stream is looking really good, and she said I'm being a smart aleck.
Yeah, well, that's what's normal. Smart's good. Her name's not Alex, so that's I don't know how she got that. So, oh, another low and inside pitch.
Usually it's right on the fence,
0-2.
but I didn't bring enough cable to get it down there.
The fans still keep streaming in here to fill up the seats. The old and they threw 4 straight pitches with a walk.
And now batting number 5, Brendan Kelleher.
Last time Corey got a
freebie?
A ground out. This time he got a walk. Last time Brandon Keller got on first. So, runner on first, 2 outs. Pass ball, easy down to second. Wild pitch. Score that as a wild pitch if you're scoring this game today, fans. 1-0. Runner on second for Lake Stevens. There's a strike right down the middle. Probably Ben didn't like that wild pitch he just did, so he's bearing down here a little bit. That's a little bit high. Should be 2-1.
Seems like there's enough space here. They could widen this up a little bit because this looks like a pretty good crowd.
Yeah.
Of course, it is Snohomish. You know, they probably this is probably a good.
There's another foul tip
man.
over the back, and I don't think your truck's there. I think that went off to the other side.
The truck's straight back here. That first one, that one that went straight up, though. I'm a little nervous about that one. I don't even want to go out and look.
Well, I didn't hear any big booms or any ooh-ahs, so I think you're probably all right. 2-2 for Brandon here, and that's wide side. Nice stop there. Ben Johnston.
If my insurance agent is listening, I'm parked in a legal spot.
There's a hard hit ball heading out
right there in that open spot.
That's in the field for a hit. That will score a run, and easily scored from second base here. Nice hit by Brandon.
Now batting for the Vikings, number 23, Joey Palmieri.
Joey Palmieri.
Joey flied out.
What do you think?
Joey
Italian.
Palmieri? he's an all-American boy. There was a runner going to second. The throw was going to be way late, and safe at second.
He had to tag him.
Yeah, he was well in there, though, ahead of that throw, I think. So, stolen base.
Oh, I don't know about being in there ahead of that throw. I think he got in there and he just couldn't get the glove down there in time.
Let's get your replay camera out, and we'll look at that. So, stolen base by Brandon Keller. Ball low and outside. Oh, that one was right on the outside edge corner. Boy, if that was any closer, it would have been out, but it was in. I would have taken that if I'd have been batting down there. That one's low. Over the plate, but low, dropping low. So put your hands up, Scott. Let me see what
3-1 looks like.
What we got going on here. Bouncing ball to the pitcher. Handles it nicely over to first, and that will be the third out. So Joey grounds out to the pitcher. So that ends the top of the third here for the
Bottom of the third.
Vikings, and now we move into the bottom of the
Top of the fourth.
top of the fourth. Yeah, bottom of the third. What are you talking about? You always confuse me here.
Bottom of the third.
Yeah, don't confuse me.
I guess I'm trying to move it along faster than it is.
I'm confused enough without help. So yes, that ends the top of the third. We now go into the bottom of the third. This will be the 8th batter for Snohomish on deck over there. Let's see if we can get him to swing around. Number 23 will be the batter.
I should remember because I wrote the story about it. I said I wrote the story about it. I just Smiley, yeah.
Logan Baker, I believe, is going to be the batter for Snohomish. So we go into the bottom of the third here with Lake Stevens leading this ball game 1-0. Snohomish.
The designated hitter number 23, Logan Baker.
So Snohomish not getting too much going here yet. So it's early in the ball game. There's the first pitch. And he cracks a hard hit ball down to third on the ground, easily picked up for a nice 1 strike, 1 ball, 1 out. So Logan grounds out to first. Brings up the 9th batter for
Number 7, Nolan Smith.
Nolan Smith, playing left field for the Panthers. One out, bottom of the third here. Called strike. Nolan's watched 2 pitches here. Should be looking 1-1 at this point. Oh, there's a wild pitch down in the dirt. Luckily, he didn't get hit in the foot, but he got out of the way.
Who's that look like next? That's a Garrett Stitch?
The next batter is number 10. That should be...
Oh, Crippen's next.
Yeah, the leadoff batter.
Oh, it's not going in this order.
No,
I don't know what I'm looking at.
I don't. This is just the lineup here.
And
Yeah.
for the
So-
Panthers, number 10, Russell Crippen.
Russell Crippen. I have it on good authority that he's got a baseball scholarship.
Really? That'll be good to know. He's going to Texas, I'm hearing from the background.
Is there Texas something? Texas A&M? Texas?
No, it's Abilene Christian University.
Going to Abilene, Texas. Abilene Christian University. Nice school down there in Texas, right outside of Abilene.
You know, as a parent, I wouldn't care if it was Bob's backyard. If they're
Gone.
paying for the trip, we're going.
You're going. You want to send your kids off to college, do you?
I'm afraid if they don't go to college, I mean, they want to stay at my house.
Yeah. You're gonna be more afraid when they come back
The
from
wife
college.
and I got things to do, man. We're not sticking around to take care of babies.
Yeah. Hard hit
Ooh,
ball
nice hit.
on the shortstop, backhanded, picks it up, and he's a little bit late to first. So there we go. First hit here.
You know, that was actually a very good play on Lake Stevens. They double teamed that ball, and the one guy missed it. Third base missed it. Second base got it. He was right behind him.
Yeah.
Shortstop got it.
Shortstop. Well, that's the way it
There's not
usually
a
works.
second base.
Third baseman always tries to get anything.
I'm getting helped out here. See,
Yeah.
I call football, and so, you know,
Yeah.
the guy in the middle there grabbed the ball and threw it to the guy over here on the right side. How about that?
How about that? Well, the third baseman always goes for the ball no matter where it is if he can get to it. And if he can't get to it, then the shortstop's back there backing him up every time. So it's the third baseman's ball whenever he can get it. There's a runner's running to third, and that's going to be a good throw, but a high. It was in time had it been there. Stolen base
Very good.
for Crippen.
Now we know why he's got the scholarship.
Yeah. So we're looking at
Call him the thief.
the 1-1. Is that what we're looking at here?
Oh yeah, well if my math is correct, there's one light on each one there.
Yeah. Well, who's doing that? Yeah, I thought it was 0-1. So I thought that was the first pitch, and he stole the base on it. So he's got 1-1 now. Yeah.
Maybe he's looking at the scoreboard.
No, he's not looking at the scoreboard. Oh, a ground ball inside. Nice stop to throw a wild throw to second base. Well covered by the second baseman and the center fielder coming in to make sure that ball didn't get out of the
Well, that was
play.
still a little bit out of there.
A good throw to second would have been a possible out there because he was well off the bag. Good idea to throw to second. Just got to get a better throw in there. But keeps him on his toes out there. There's the pitch and a hard hit ball off to the left field, going foul, drifting foul, I believe, out of play. Yes. Still got life in here for Mitch. Oh, another throw at first, or back to second on a called play. Get the third base coach all excited, hollering to get him back on the plate there. A pickoff play, that's called, Todd.
A pickoff play?
Pickoff play. Called by the catcher, usually. The ball low and inside. Getting a lot of PA announcement from over in the track field over here, and I think we're looking at a full count, 3-2.
Yeah, that was Kyle Janae's dad there. If you could hear him in the background calling for the girls to put the
3-2, 2 outs, one man on second base. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. That ends it for Mitchell. Struck out the first
So
time.
now
struck
we're going
out
to the
second.
fourth. All right.
Now we'll go to the fourth.